manages to track it down. James on the drive.
Look at the air. Look at the hang time. Look at the flying motion.
Phoenix has to foul. And a pinnacle ball throws it down. And a foul.
Benavidez control his emotions in what's been a very emotional week.
It's not. Oh! Charlo just dropped Lubin. Jermell Charlo has just vanquished Erickson Lubin.
And I killed him for the bread.
I'm pound for pound the baddest man throwing down.
Right.
Praise be to Allah.
Shout out to the channel, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting me for the past couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? Since I've been starting back making videos. Let me see who in the building right now. Chase Money, salute. Salute, OG. How you doing? What's good? Thank you for coming through. Queen Lisa Bell, salute, Queen. I want to talk about what happened last night. A lot of people talking about Usyk and the quote-unquote low blow that Dubois gave him, and the ref, you know, being having favoritism for Usyk and letting him get away with a lot. Usyk kept complaining to the referee. It just wasn't a good night last night. As far as the Usyk fight, that was the thing that was really the worst part of the night of boxing we had last night. I gotta say, was the shot low? It's debated. I'm not gonna debate it. I'm not gonna argue anybody who thinks it was not a below the belt shot. I'm not. I'm saying at the end of the day, everybody got various opinions on it. There's no undisputed statement about the shot. Is a lot of people have their opinions about it. The simple matter, the fact is, Usyk was dropped. You know, the ref, you know, gave him as much time as he wanted. That was kind of odd. That's what he said. He was going to give him as much time as he needed or whatever case it be. Let's just be quite honest. For 5 minutes, the fight was stopped for 5 minutes. Usyk was getting his breath back and all of this. Like, the ref was just disgusting. That's number one. Number two, there were some shots that were a lot lower than the shot that people were calling a low blow that Dubois was handing to Usyk. But that particular shot, to me, it wasn't really that low. You know, people saying that he had his shorts up too high, whatever the case. But I will say this, though. People saying that, oh, he should be the heavyweight champion of the world right now. Look, I'm not taking it that far. I'm not going to say all that. This man had many opportunities to beat this man. He had many opportunities to beat this man, Usyk. For one, he's bigger than him. For one, he has the power. He had the size. He was doing really good in the beginning. He landed that shot, and then he want to cry about it after the, I should have. Bro, you had many opportunities. First off, it was raining, bro. It was raining. Like, Usyk had to avoid getting hit by a big shot from you. He got hit by a big shot by you, right? But, you know, things happen, and he was able to still continue to fight. And what did you do after that? Nothing. You didn't work enough. You weren't busy enough. Usyk was more busy than you. Usyk still outclassed him in the rain, for one. Usyk is little, for two. He had to avoid getting hit by another big shot, for three. He was slipping and sliding all over the ring. So, the matter of fact is, Dubois, he let his foot off the gas, man. I'm not making no excuses for him. Usyk, we know. We should just stamp this now. He got a glass body, bro. He got a glass body, and if you can get him to the body, you can get him, bro. You're not going to get him to the head. I'm telling you that right now, bro. The man's defense is smooth up top. When I was watching the fight, I was like, ooh, like his defense up top is immaculate. You know? Yeah, eventually you probably will get caught with a shot up top, but you're not going to catch him with the same shot more than once. It's not going to happen upstairs. Downstairs, you're going to get him because the body don't move. We know that. You know what I'm saying? Let me shout out more of my people in the chat. We got Philly Zoe. What's good, man? What's good, Philly? You know, my guy. Let's see what Queen Lisa saying. She said, I think it was a legal shot. Okay. The FA fight was the real low blows in my opinion. Oh, yeah, most definitely. We're going to get to that, too. But I got to say this, man. Usyk, I want to see him fight Tyson Fury. We know Tyson Fury got his little stuff going on. Tyson Fury, he has his antics. A lot of people don't like him and his characteristics outside of the ring. I'm one of those people. But Tyson Fury, when he gets in that ring, we know he a bad boy. We know that. But for whatever reason, you don't want to fight Usyk. Somebody brought to my attention that and the Netflix series that he has that is #1 on Netflix. Didn't know that until the other day. He said that, yeah, he basically admitted that he's kind of avoiding Usyk because Usyk is a little skilled guy, and if he gets beat by that guy, that the embarrassment of getting beat by that guy would be too much for him to bear. That's what he said. So this is the reason why he's asking for all these huge lump sums of money, $500 million, and all this crazy stuff. That's duck talk to me. So people give him a pass, or I respect him for being honest. I don't want to hear that. I don't really care about that. I want it to be the most important weight class in boxing is the heavyweight division. I want it to be an undisputed guy. There's always been talks about, oh, was it Anthony Joshua? Oh, was it Wilder? Then when Fury came out and he beat Deontay Wilder in the second fight, then they were saying it was him. Ignoring the fact that Anthony Joshua was unified. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lie. It's just a lie. I just want it ultimately to be one guy in the heavyweight division. In our era. In this era, we haven't had that. We haven't legitimately had that. Tyson Fury had the opportunity. Usyk has the opportunity to be the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. To me, that is the ultimate crown in boxing. You know what I'm saying? You are the heavyweight undisputed champion of the world. That is as prestigious as it gets in boxing. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong, bro. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. I want to see that fight. People after this performance from Usyk, maybe Tyson Fury will get up for this fight more and want to be more enthusiastic of taking this fight. But in the meantime, while he's not retired, he's fighting a UFC fighter, Francis Ngannou. I think we should all be wise and expect that man to get knocked out by Tyson Fury. Now this is a spectacle. We know we've seen spectacles in boxing before. Floyd Mayweather, but he was retired, quote unquote. He's still fighting, but he was retired officially. Came out of and then he fought Conor McGregor. He did all that he set out to accomplish, and then he did whatever after that. He faced Conor McGregor. Muhammad Ali, he fought a MMA fight, I believe, or something like that. This is after he retired, though. This man in the middle of his career, where he has unfinished business in the heavyweight division, he's fighting a UFC fighter, bro, with no boxing background. All we know is he has a pretty decent stand-up game in the UFC, where it's totally different. Totally different. Gloves different, circumstances different, everything. Pace of the fight different, rounds different, all of that. That's embarrassing, bro. That is embarrassing. He needs to get in the ring with Usyk, and we need to have an undisputed champion. Now, let's get to the other fights that Top Rank had last night. And there's a lot of other things I will be talking about here, today as well. Let me look at the comments again. My bad. Appreciate you, Queen, for sharing. Appreciate you. Salute. I'm a new sub, enjoying the work, fam. In my opinion, I thought that punch was borderline. I'm not mad at the ref or people who feel it was legal punch, but it definitely will be debate. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I agree with that comment 100%, bro. I agree with that comment 100%. That's how I feel on it, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But let's talk about the other fights on Top Rank. We had Nico Ali Walsh fight. He came up short. He lost. We had Bruce Shushu Carrington fight. My fellow Brooklyn native. You know what I'm saying? Him and my father, they have a pretty close relationship. Also, we seen Jared Henderson come back after the performance that he had with Charles Martin, former world champion. Who else was on the card? It was a couple other guys, but I really want to touch on the Nico Ali Walsh thing first. A lot of y'all are harsh on him. Look, this man, he's Muhammad Ali's grandson. Whatever y'all want to say, bro. He is Muhammad Ali's grandson. Y'all can't take that away from him. And if they market him that way as such, that's who he is. I get it. They want to market him. Get more eyes on him. A lot of people. Let's put this into perspective. A lot of people don't have there are really good boxers who don't have the eyes on them. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is blessed to have, what he has. And they're marketing him that way to get more eyes on him. Why not? That's just how business is. Is he the most great guy ever? Is he gonna be like the greatest of all time or something like his grandfather? We don't know. We would be wise to say probably not, right? But this man, me as a fighter myself, an amateur fighter, bruh, this shit is not easy, bruh. He and the amateurs didn't have much experience. He turned pro with not much experience, and he's learning on the job, just like a guy like Gabe Rosado. you could kind of compare his trajectory to a Gabe Rosado. Will he be taking a bunch of losses like Gabe Rosado? Who knows? But Nico Ali Walsh is learning on the job. I'm not gonna be harsh on him. He's doing this thing. He's very respectful, and he's working hard. It's not gonna be easy for him flat out. You know what I'm saying? I guess people expecting that, and it's not his fault that Top Rank is promoting him as such. We should not take that out on him. That's what Top Rank doing. You know how Top Rank get. They over exaggerate a lot of things, but that's not on him. He's a very respectable person. I think a lot of people should treat him as such. You know what I'm saying? That's how I treat him. I don't treat him any different. He learned on the job. It is what it is. He lost. He could bounce back. He could get better. But then also Shushu fought Bruce Shushu Carrington. My take on Shushu, I've been knowing Shushu for a long time, and I'm not biased. Hold on, let me read some of these comments. My bad, I'm getting caught up. JB, what's good? Salute, JB. Salute. Jessica, salute, Queen. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for supporting. You've been one of the more recent supporters. I appreciate you. Puro, what's good? This man right here know how to get on my nerves, man. But I got a lot of respect for him, man. This my guy right here. Thank you for coming through supporting. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing Puro for a couple years now. You know what I'm saying? About 2, I want to say. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Bruce Shushu Carrington, I've been knowing him since the amateurs. He's one of those guys that people, looked up to because of how he was like the gold standard in terms of the amateurs. And when I was going, he's a couple years older than me too. He's 26. I'm 20. He was really doing things in the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the tri-state area, we was at really doing things. So yeah, I've been knowing him a lot. He was in the amateurs really, really, really long. A lot of people around where I live wanted to see him turn pro a lot sooner. But hey, he prepared himself. He readied himself for the task at hand and turned pro. We all know the situation with the Olympics. If he was in the Olympics when COVID was going on, we know that whole ordeal. But he ended up turning pro, and he's been looking good. He's in a tough division. Got to say that. And I'm be unbiased. I'm not gonna get up here live cap, none of that shit. No, boxing is a small circle. I'm liable to run into anybody. Definitely liable to run into him. So I'm just keep it 100. Like there's a lot of things. He's 26 now. He's not young. For those of you who don't know, he's 26 years old. He's a prospect. He's Top Rank has him on the slower side of his progress. He was in there with a guy who looked a little bit smaller than him. Looked like he was probably 118 at best, and they moved him up to 126 to fight Shushu. I'm just taking an educated guess because God did look really small, but that guy, he wasn't no pushover. I thought he would be because of how small he was. That was not too wise on my part. But Shushu, he did his thing. He got his rounds in. But it's a lot he still needs to work on at 26. Like I said, the division he's in is no easy thing. Showtime, what's good, Show? Make sure y'all go check out Showtime, man. He showed me a lot of love on this panel, man. Make sure y'all go check him out, man. You know what I'm saying? Very, very educated on basketball. You know what I'm saying? Just like myself and boxing. You know what I'm saying? I was quite surprised that he was in the boxing as much as he is. But he definitely knows his boxing. Make sure y'all go check him out, bro, for real. But yeah, Shushu, there's a lot he has to improve on. I'm not gonna get over exaggerate him and none of that people do because the prospect is looking good. Hey, this is what we're seeing now. When he steps up the competition, things are gonna get a lot more tougher for him because I do think, what can I say? He's not really blowing through the guys. Well, he is, but it's just certain guys he gets through, and when he's not able to blow through them, it's something about him that he just gets bored in there when he's not able to blow through them. You know what I'm saying? If you understand what I'm saying. And when he steps up in that competition, it's going to get a lot more harder for him because I don't think he's going to be a power puncher. And he's already not throwing much combinations. He throws combinations in spurts, but like he likes to pause. Like when he's working, he likes to pause in between there and admire his work. Right? This is a guy who has very fast hands. I would like to see him throw a lot more combinations, work off the jab more. Because, like I said, he's not going to be a dynamic puncher. I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? This is just what I see. He's very athletic. He has a skill set. He has good head movement. And he doesn't do things. He doesn't exaggerate things. Like, he'll move his head when he sees a shot coming. He's not just moving his head just because. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I was taught. When you see the punch, you move out the way of it. You don't just move your head, move your head, move your head. You know what I'm saying? When you see the punch, he has that ability to do that. And not a lot of people do have that. You know what I'm saying? But I do think he will be pretty good. I talked about Nico Lee Walsh already. Jared Anderson, man, we all saw his last performance. I think he has a lot that he needs to work on as well. He is a guy who pulls straight back. I warned a lot of people that he does that. I was on the live stream watching the fight live, and I was like, hey, I think this gonna be, a walk in the park, man. This guy be pulling his head straight back. I was like, man, I see something happening tonight, man. And lo and behold, it did. He got hurt several times in the fight pulling straight back against Charles Martin. All those guys like, oh, he gonna run through Charles Martin. See me, I stay level-headed, bro. Just because Jared Anderson, did what I thought he was gonna do and, beat Charles Martin, he also did something something also happened in the fight that I thought was gonna happen. Something bad. He got hurt, which could be a blessing and a curse, because that experience prepared him for many experiences that may present itself in the future. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he will be hurt again and know what to do in that situation, right? He knew what to do in that situation, kind of, sort of, but he never had been hurt yet, right? So my thing is, I'm still a believer that he's going to be really good just because he had one bad showing. I knew eventually this was going to happen because he kept pulling his head back, pulling straight back. Can't do that in the heavyweight division. He has a style that is more conducive to the littler weights. I don't like heavyweights that fight like that. Tyson Fury may be able to get away with a lot more of that type of shit because he's 6'9". You get what I'm saying? Jared Anderson is not 6'9". A lot of those guys are going to be able to reach his chin. So it's I don't know. He can still be good. It's a lot he has to work on. I don't want to see him in fights like I saw him in last night with a guy who has no chance of doing quite anything or making it any type of fight. I do think he should be in there with guys like F.A. Jogba at this point. Who else? Guys like Frank Sanchez at this point. And think what you want. Oh, he can't beat those guys. Oh, those guys are going to do this and that. Those are the challenges that he should be taking on at this current moment, bro. Those are the challenges he should be taking on. Because he's a really good guy. He's a really good fighter. Even though he had his issues with Charles Martin was a former world champion, and he beat him relatively comfortably. He had his little bumps in the road in that fight, but there was no one saying that Charles Martin won that fight or that fight was close. He virtually dominated outside of him getting hurt, Lisa Bell says Tyson knows all the old school tricks to get away with. Yep. I'm gonna drop the link as well a little bit for anybody who wants to come up, share their opinion. You know how we do it over here. There it is. There go the link. You know what I'm saying? Stay busy, paycheck fight. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to talk about in terms of the fights last night. But when it comes to Shakur Stevenson, right? And Frank Martin. That's a good fight, y'all. That's a good fight. I'm glad that this fight is being ordered, and I'm 100% optimistic about that. I hope that it does happen. This is a fight that I want to see, bro. Because Shakur Stevenson has been calling the fight the best in the division. He's been, we all know the whole situation with him and Devin. Everybody got their opinion on that. About Shakur should have took this, took that, Laje Squaze. It is what it is, bro. But he's getting to prove himself against one of the more talented guys I was seeing in the division, Frank Martin, who didn't have a really spectacular showing in his last fight, but he came out with the victory. Frank Martin is a talented guy. I don't think Tank has anybody as talented as this guy on Frank Martin on his resume. I think Shakur Stevenson, and I'm kind of speaking ahead, but I actually do think Shakur Stevenson will beat this man handily, bro. While Frank Martin is a talented fighter in terms of athleticism or what have you, speed, hand speed, he has some power too. Got to be wary of that. I don't think his IQ is where Shakur Stevenson is. I think Shakur Stevenson going to show his levels to this. Frank Martin, I don't want to say he checks out when it comes to it becoming a chess match, but I don't think he's ready for that with Shakur Stevenson. Shakur's going to neutralize the things that he does best. I do see him beating this guy, but Frank Martin is a good one either way. I really want to see that fight. We all know Tank is fighting Usyk Cruz Part 2. I know a lot of people are dying to see that. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely going to do 600,000 pay-per-view buys. That's a hell of an opponent too. Usyk Cruz, man, he's a world beater. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, right? We all going to buy that pay-per-view, right? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. We buying that? Let me know if I should buy that pay-per-view. Let me know in the comment section. I think it's a great fight. You know what I'm saying? Great fight. Eastside Cruz is real good, bro. You know. Let me know in the comment section. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all in the comments, man? What y'all think of that Eastside Cruz and Tank fight? Should I buy that pay-per-view? Should I buy it because it's Tank? Or should I just not buy it because it's a trash fight? I mean, a great fight. It's a great fight. What do y'all think? It's up to you. I'm not. Nah. Yeah, man, I'm just trolling. That is like the trashiest fight that Tank could fight at this point. Tank Davis, 28 years old, tremendous talent, had the talent to be a number one pound for pound type of fighter, but he's not. You know, I don't have him on my pound for pound list. You know, I just don't see how people do, but you know, it is what it is. Tank has been in mismatched fights, and he gets his praise from the casual fans because they don't know nothing. But casual fans are very strong. They have a very strong essence in anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially in boxing. A lot of casuals think he the best. A lot of people I know, oh, Tank the best. He'll beat that dude that fought the other night against that dude. What's his name? Spencer. Yeah, he'll beat the dude that beat him. You know, stuff like that. You know, it's quite ludicrous, but it is what it is. Tank, that's what Tank want. Tank want the casual fans to crown him as the best because he knows casual fans, they got a presence, man. They got a presence. They ain't gonna argue down about that Tank. Tank does the numbers, but I'm not the biggest Tank fan. Okay. Strike Back says both fights should be good. I think you should view. Maybe be a sign things to come. Hopefully we'll get Shakur and Tank. Shakur and Tank is the biggest fight in boxing. It's the biggest fight in boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's the next super fight. Will it happen? I don't think so. Because of who? Most likely Tank. We all know Tank was talking shit about Crawford, how he'll knock him out and all this. This was old, though. This is just resurfaced because people want to make content, right? But they held Tank to what he said. He said he would knock out Crawford. He was saying how much EJ is going to destroy Spence and all. I mean, EJ is going to destroy Crawford and all that. You know, really just talking this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that. I understand that he probably felt like he could beat Crawford. I don't know how he seen that. Can y'all hear me? Oh, there you go. All right, yeah. Yeah, Tank was talking that shit. And now he's come out and responded and said he was just playing, you know? And I did see the interview when it first surfaced, when he said, oh, he'll knock Bud out in 6 rounds, and then after that he goes on to say, oh, I'm playing or whatever. But there's been a lot of shit he's been talking about Crawford. So for him to have said that, like, before he even said that, he was talking a lot of shit. So when he said that, it's like, are you really playing though? Like, it just seems like he has something against us, man. There's one video of Tank saying, oh, Bud is good, but he ain't pound for pound. What are you, bro? You know, and I think we're gonna react to it. You know, look, I'm gonna talk about the elephant in the room. You know, it's a lot of people that been making motherfucking excuses about Spence getting beat, bro. It's getting ridiculous, bro. It's disgusting, bro. Y'all knew all this shit. Y'all knew Spence was on a motherfucking 15-month layoff. Y'all knew all of that shit, bro. I'm tired of this shit. I give fighters credit where it's due, bro. I don't do that weird shit, bro. One motherfucker gonna come in my comment section talking about yeah, dude, you from New York, and he said you from New York. We don't move like that. We don't I guess because of the little my series that y'all loving, the series Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Y'all loving because I'm holding people to the bullshit they were saying. Look, man, I'm not a confrontational dude. I don't want to, you know, I don't pump my chest out, oh, like I'm this big tough guy. I just don't like confrontation. But if you get on my nerves, bro, I'm gonna let you have it, bro. I try to avoid that as much as possible, but it is what it is, bro. I don't want to hear no excuses, bro. I think I'm gonna run the I'm gonna react to it myself because when I was making it, I really wasn't, you know, like enjoying it as much as y'all. It was just, it was just fun for me to just do it. Y'all was enjoying it, so I just did it. But the whole excuse thing and all these things coming out about the gloves and steroids and Errol Spence was drunk and this shit is just Wilder and Fury all over again, bro. Every time a PBC fighter get dominated or beat by a top ranked fighter, it's always a conspiracy, bro. It's not a conspiracy, bro. The guy that got beat was not as good as the guy that beat him. End of story, bro. Period. Oh, Inoue need to come over here and fight in the U.S., bro. You know how many fighters from other countries fight in the U.S. all the motherfucking time? The U.S. is not the only country, nigga. The U.S. is not the only country. Let's put that in our head, bro. Inoue and Fulton was gonna make more money fighting Inoue over there than he was over here. Who the fuck knows Stephen Fulton over here, bro? Like that, outside of boxing fans. Let's be honest. We got to call it down the middle. Stephen Fulton, a lot of respect for him. Good fighter. But we got to keep it honest. He knew what it was. That's why he went over there. Then they start complaining, talking about new way raps is illegal. No, it's always something when the PBC fighter fights a top-ranked fighter, bro. It's always something. Now we getting it with Spence and Crawford. Let me see what the comments saying, man. Shit is crazy, man. I'm getting upset, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Tank used to talk a lot of shit about Wilder too. That whole glass shield, metal shield nonsense Tank said was crazy, and I like him, but that was bananas. Facts. I love your series, bro. They just butthurt. They bandwagon just fell apart. Yes, sir. Man, it's worse than Wilder and Fury. You think so? StreamYard got an app. What you mean, JV? Only hardcore fans knew Scooter like that. Yeah, only hardcores, man. Only hardcores. Like, oh, Inoue's fought in the U.S. already, bro. He's fought here already. So that whole argument of why, bro, U.S. fighters get to fight in their backyard all the time. The first time a nigga got to go over there to fight in another country, oh, why he don't come to the U.S.? It was so suspicious going over there and something over there in the water. Like, bro. The two, number one and number two pound for pound, Terrence Crawford and fucking Naoya Inoue. Right? These two. There's conspiracies behind them. Why? Because they beat a PBC fighter, bro. It's doubts about Terrence Crawford and Inoue. Why? Because they beat a PBC fighter, bro. Like, I'm just convinced that PBC fighters is the end all be all. They're the only fucking promotion doing shit. They're the best ever and all this other shit, bro. I don't watch all of that shit. I don't subscribe to all of that shit, bro. I'm not a fan of promotions, bro. I'm not. Philly Zo says, Bud is a PBC fighter. I'm confused. Yeah, now, Philly Zo. Yeah, now. But you know what I mean. Don't play games now. He ain't the same neurological issues. So, man, Philly, did you push up your glasses before you type that, you nerd? Look, man, ultimately what I'm saying is these excuses, will they outlive the second fight? Because when that second fight happens, which it will happen, we all should know what's going to happen outside of Errol Spence fans who maybe could think he could make an adjustment. Look, like I said in my video, bro, for all of you who think Errol Spence is the same after the car crash, that's just cap, bro. What I am saying is Errol Spence was still a great champion, unifying belts, dominating dudes. That's the Errol Spence that Terrence Crawford beat. A dominant Errol Spence. May not be the same before the car crash, but it's still a dominant Errol Spence who niggas was not beating. Niggas was not fucking with him, man. But Crawford. You know what I'm saying? But Crawford. I've been saying this. I stand on the same shit that I be saying, bro. I don't switch up. I don't, bro. I stand on it. And I'm not no motherfucking Terrence Crawford fanboy, cause I'm exclude myself from that. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I ain't fucking with no fanboys, bro. Y'all can ride with who y'all ride with, but don't try to. All right, let me just make this clear to the Crawford fans. Much respect to y'all. Let me say that first. But I'm not going. Don't. I hope y'all don't get this twisted into thinking that I'm just like what is it? What can I say? Hella biased to Terrence Crawford. I'ma say everything in favor to no. This If you think that this is who I am, you got to go, bro, or you got to find another channel that do that, because I don't do that shit. If I think Terrence Crawford gonna get beat, I'm gonna let y'all know. If I think Terrence Crawford doing some whole shit, I'm gonna let y'all know. If I think Terrence Crawford is ducking somebody, I'm gonna let y'all know. This is not the channel where I do. Yeah, I just seen 4 people left. Yeah, so yeah, I don't do that over here. I don't do that over here. Terrence Crawford is my favorite fighter. I've shook this man's hand. I gave him that respect. I felt his aura and all of that. But what I will not do over here is be biased to a fighter. End of story. Let me read these comments some more. Thing with the new way was that Fulton's coach was talking about the rats before the fight. If that was the case, Fulton's team should never have agreed to the fight. Facts. Talk about it. I want to hop on, but I don't want to use the link. I'm trying to view something on my iMessages. Oh, okay. World Combat Sports. Salute. I think you're the first guy to react to my series. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. World Combat Sports, the OG. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to let y'all know what was going to happen in the fight just as well as me. Y'all want to listen to him. Y'all want to listen. Errol was good, but it's just Errol is good, but Errol's good. Bud is just better. That's all. It's no conspiracy. Facts. Errol broke Ugas eye socket. He was good for that, so he should have been good for Terrence. Right. The outlaw pugilist. Salute. But yeah, man, let me drop this link one more time. I don't know, cause y'all, I want to hear what y'all gotta say. I gotta hear what y'all gotta say. Y'all know how we do over here. We drops the link over here. I ain't too big to talk to nobody and all that other shit. You know, I don't flex my chest, man. I don't do that weird shit. But yeah, man, the excuses are getting out of hand, bro. I hope y'all checking out the series, bro. Because and also I don't know why I didn't plug this in, bro. I got a new channel. Like I said, a year ago I was demonetized because of various work I was doing, making promo videos that had a lot of top ranking PBC content in it. So, you know, YouTube said, oh, you have too much reused content and you will have to delete some videos that have this and this and that. Look, I'm not deleting my best work. I worked hard on those videos. Y'all can see by the views that a lot of people liked it, you know, so I'm not deleting that. So I will be starting a new channel. The name of the channel is Boxaholic. Make sure I go subscribe. It is spelled Boxaholic. Again, I said H. Excuse me. Boxaholic. Boxaholic. Go check it out. L Harvey 1313. Salute, bro. Salute. Much respect, bro. Much respect. But yeah, man, just if y'all want to hit that link, go ahead, hit the link. If y'all want to share your opinion, you know what I'm saying, when they gonna announce the Benavidez Andre fight. Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a pretty solid fight. But I want to say I just still want to see Benavidez versus Canelo, man. I don't know what particularly Canelo got going on. I understand that we're now getting used to the fact that he's fighting Jermell Charlo, and we're prepping ourselves for that to come. But let's not ignore the reality that that's a cherry pick, bro. You know, that's a cherry pick on the part of Canelo Alvarez. When he has unfinished business, he is the undisputed.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hold on. I got you right now, Felicia. Hold on. Canelo doesn't have unfinished business at 168 pounds. He is the undisputed champion of the world. But there are guys that we want to see him face. You know, there's a popular demand to see him fight David Benavidez. What's going on? Felicio, what's good?
What's up, bro? Salute to you. You know
Yes,
why
sir.
I'm up here, man. You dead wrong for grouping me with them niggas. How you gonna group me with niggas that's talking about Terrence Crawford snack, Terrence Crawford loaded glove, Errol Spence
Whoa.
was tipsy? Like, come on, man. You can't group
Hold up
me with
now.
those type of
Boss man. You
niggas. You
gotta get
can't
the
group.
hold up now, boss man. You gotta get the videos. Cause I think you got the context of the particular video I put you in wrong, man. The video I put you in was Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence, bad analysis.
No.
I
I know.
I didn't put you in the before and after series where them niggas was making excuses. I know you ain't on that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
Yeah,
got an excuse video coming since you tagged me though. I got an excuse video coming.
Oh, you. Oh, what? Errol Spence. What? His girl slipped him a Percocet. What you got?
Nah. I can't drop my. I can't leak my info. Just know I got a excuse video coming.
This is
And
ridiculous.
look, I'm
Now,
gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. It may or may not be an excuse in it, but I'm gonna title it like there's an excuse in it. So you do what you want with that.
look, man. If you do it, look, like I said, if you fit the criteria, you know what I'm saying. If the shoe fit, you know what? I'm gonna put you in the video, bro. So if you do what you do,
Okay.
just look. You gonna find yourself. You know what I'm saying. People gonna be stalking your page and all that, cause
Yeah, I'm gonna tag
people
you too.
people really enjoying what I got going on, man.
No,
I've been doing
I'm
this.
enjoying it too. I'm enjoying it too.
You know what I'm saying? I'm now getting my just due. I haven't really been no guy who had like a put my face in the videos and none of that, or I just been making good content. That's it.
No, you've been killing it. You've been killing it,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? Like I've been doing this for years now. It's
It's
just
it's
it
it's
is.
the sound. It's the little sound in the background that we have me laugh.
Oh yeah, all of that. I just knew. I don't want to say I knew excuses were gonna come, but it's just the brutality that Terrence Crawford put on this man, Errol Spence. That we still talking about it in what in 2 days in 2 days it'll be a month
It
since
was a
the
crime. It was a crime.
yeah, it was absolutely you know but let's talk about this though, Philly Joe. Glad you up here. What do you think will be the most challenging fight for Crawford, not named Canelo?
Most challenging fight for Crawford.
Yeah.
Um, I ain't never really think about that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I really don't know.
Look,
Fucking better be.
yeah, this
I
man
don't
said
know.
better be.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't really think about that. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you why I want the Boots fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want the Boots fight simply for this reason only. I had to think about it. We won't, other than Tank and Shakur, it's a possibility we may never get to get like a real elite style matchup like that. So I
Mm-hmm.
feel like Boots and Bud, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen enough in my mind to say Boots could beat Bud or anybody is out here could give Bud a tough fight at this point. But what I can say is that's a phenomenal style matchup. Two switch hitters on paper at least. Two switch hitters, two very fast guys. I think Bud is a way better counterpuncher than Boots, but I think Boots is maybe a little bit faster than Bud. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's a great style matchup. Charlo and Bud. I just feel like I never did the whole Spence is bigger than Bud thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I never did that in any fight other than like Usyk and Tyson Fury. So I just feel like maybe that's the one fight where I think size will play a part.
Right.
But I never looked at Jamel's skills and be like, yo, he is way sharper than Bud or something. I never said anything like that. So I
Right.
don't know. I don't know. He's strong as shit. He big, but I don't know. They going if they make the same weight as we've seen with Spence. Anything could happen.
All
But
right. So look.
I would like Bud and Boots. Not right now. I think Bud should get his money and all that. But if he could come back around, just for the style matchup, just so something that we could watch, because I just love watching boxing.
All right, Uncle Show, what's good? Let me just say this. I'm gonna let you cook. I always said that for Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, it's very convenient that they're fighting each other. I think it makes sense. Unifying the belt, unifying the division, become undisputed. All of that, everything made sense for them to fight and move on from the division, right? And I also said it's convenient because of that, and also because think a guy like Boots, right? This is just my opinion, Terrence Crawford, to me, when I seen from him in the Avenue fight, I seen a lot of what you were saying, Felizo, that looked like he slowed down with his foot movement. And I thought heading into the Spence fight, maybe it could be more competitive than I think because of that factor. But he got up tremendously. Was not competitive at all. But I did not think about that. I also think that Terrence Crawford, he's getting older, right? He did say at 147, the weight cut was hard for him this last fight. So if he does stay at 47 against a younger, stronger, bigger guy who is not that limited. He has his flaws, but he's not that limited in his game. You know, a guy like Boots who is hungry, you know what I'm saying, who is not predictable like Errol Spence, who is very, let's just call him a wild card. That'll be a dangerous fight. You know, despite what anybody may think. Of course, Terrence Crawford is the favorite in that fight. Of course, let's not be wise here. We know who the favorite in that fight is, but Boots has a very good chance. I don't want anybody here to get what could I say? Not over exaggerate, but get carried away here now. You know, styles make fights, you know, and just because one person beat one person, that don't mean that they're gonna beat this person. And the guy below me is the one who taught me that. Ain't that right, Uncle Shell?
Well, when we talk about it, we talk about it a lot, bro. And by the way, I saw you on that show today. You did good, kid. You did good.
Appreciate it.
But when we talk about it, right, we always bring that point. Just because he beat the shit out of Errol doesn't mean he'll beat the shit out of Boots. And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Boots is 31 fights in, and he got 27 knockouts, 28 knockouts, 31 fights. If he ain't ready now, when is he gonna be ready?
Facts. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the question I have with a guy like Boots. Because, see, people keep glossing over the fact Boots can switch, Boots is big, Boots is fast, Boots got power. We know all that.
Mm-hmm.
But what people keep glossing over is the fact that Boots has never been tested. He's never really been pushed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We know what Crawford going to do when you test him. Because we've seen it. We've seen him test it, and we've seen him make the adjustment and usually get that guy up out of there. Am I right?
Right.
Yeah.
We've never seen Boots tested. So when Boots get tested and hurt, and he in a dog fight, and it's like round 9, and everything in your body is telling you to quit. Your legs is on fire. Your chest is burning. This dude is hitting you, relentlessly countering you. It's not going your way. You know,
Right.
like that fight. You wasn't here, X, but my man might remember. There was a fight in September of 1981 that was like that.
Right.
You had a boxer puncher named Thomas Hearn, and an excellent boxer named Sugar Ray Leonard, who had everything going his way up until that point.
Mm-hmm.
And
that fight wasn't going his way. He was getting his ass kicked.
Hold up, Bung. Let me
He
say.
was outboxing him, out punching him.
Let me introduce Queen Lisa real quick. Salute, Queen. I'm gonna let Uncle Shelton finish. I'm gonna let you go after I say this, Queen.
Hey, what's up?
I definitely get what y'all saying. That Boots, the experience is the big question mark with him, the huge question mark with him, right? And Boots, the main thing with people, they're really looking more so about that in his IQ. Will his IQ be able to keep up with Crawford? Yeah, he may have all the physical advantage. He may be able to match all the physical advantages, the natural athleticism that Crawford has, but does he have that factor of IQ? You know, that's what could get him caught up. Because I did see Africa, Richardson Hitchens, talking about he sparred Crawford and he fought Boots. And he said in the amateurs, Boots was being, like, if you weren't on this level, he was steamrolling through you. But when it came to guys like him, who had an IQ, and who else? Gary Russell, when it came to them, he wasn't steamrolling them. He had to think a little bit more. And it was a lot more difficult for him. He said he wants to know if that has changed about Boots. And that's the main thing in that fight.
Right, because you see, Crawford, the thing with Crawford, it doesn't matter who you are. And we've seen that through 3 divisions. Crawford is going to hit you with some shit that you don't see coming. Are you going to be able to make that adjustment?
Right.
Because we saw that Errol couldn't. But then again, we told him for years that Errol wasn't going to be able to do that. Because you asking Errol to do something that he's never had to do.
All right, let me let Queen Lisa go. How are you, Queen? How are you?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Love you, Shelton.
Love you too, Lisa. You know I love you, girl.
Yeah. What's up, nephew? What's up, Philly? So.
How are? Let me ask you this first, Queen. Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think Boots could be like? If we just take a wild, educated guess, do you think he would present more of a challenge as far as style for Crawford than Errol Spence would in a rematch?
Nah, I'm gonna tell
Wow.
you why. I mean, he has the tools. Don't get me wrong. Boots is talented. He has a lot of tools and tangibles, great talent. But I just don't think he's been in there with enough people. He doesn't have the experience. Experience is the key. Um, See with Earl's Spence, he's been champion for a while, unified champion. Also, he has an amateur. He has a pedigree from the Olympics, right? And
Hmm.
see, I'm not saying that Boots don't have a pedigree or whatever, but he just he's got 30 something fights, but he hasn't been in there with like people who were gonna test him, like Shelton said. Like a lot of his fights are like showcase fights.
Hmm.
See, when Bud got in there after the Ricky Burns fight, and he got in there with Gamboa, that was when Bud was really tested, and he came through that. And Bud has been tested on several occasions. He's fought like different styles of fighters, so experience matters.
It does.
And
It does.
right, and when Bud fought Earl last, he was on his 18th title fight,
Right.
so that makes a difference.
I definitely see what you're saying, but for me, and I'm gonna get to these comments. For me, I think, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this. I think for Boots, I really give him a good chance in that fight. Um, he has the talent. We know that. Like I said, he's lacking the experience and he's lacking the we don't. There's a lot of just question marks with him, right? But I think, and I said this earlier, I think Bud is not getting any younger. Any younger. I think
Mhm.
Boots presents a more difficult style because he's not very predictable. We know he has his flaws. You know what I'm saying? We know he, like people say in the comments, I can see that he likes to get pretty and all of that. I think he knows the task at hand that he will have in front of him if he faces a Crawford. And I don't think he's going to be looking past Terrence Crawford. I don't think he'll make that mistake. The guys that we just said that he's fighting, guys who are showcase fights, yeah, he's going to do that. But he knows the task at hand in Terrence Crawford. I don't think he's going to do that. And if he does, we know what's going to happen. But I will say that I think Boots has a good chance. He presents a different style than Errol Spence. Errol Spence, come forward fighter, doesn't move his head. Um, you know, does he? You can say he sets up the shots with the jab, but he's coming with a very more predictable style. I think that Ennis can be able to show Crawford different looks. May not be what Crawford hasn't seen before because we know Crawford has way more experience than him, but it will be difficult at this age for Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? For me, I think so. And I
Mhm.
just think it'll be a really good fight. But Crawford's not staying at 47. I already expressed that he doesn't want to stay at the weight unless he's taking a tank fight. That's a big money fight. He said he expressed that he's moving up to 54, and he will be moving up to 54. And I think the Spence rematch will be happening. So, you know,
So you think he just gonna drop all the belts?
yeah, I think it's gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get to these comments. I'm gonna let y'all finish. Boots versus Thurman will be a good test of where Boots is at. Despite what people say about Keith, he has beaten world class competition and was a champ. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I like that strike. But okay, I mean, hold up. It's a lot more comments. Damn, I'm backed up. Problem is level of cop. Problem is the level. The level of competition compared to going straight to Crawford way different. Boots got to level up in that middle at least. Okay. Crawford is mean. Too much heart, too much IQ. And Bomac said Boots should be next because he's ready for him. Bomac ain't Derrick James underestimating his opponent. Facts. I don't think it's anyone currently that challenged Blood skill for skill. He has no chance, bro. Wow. Crawford is going to stand in the pocket and exchange with him and counter him. Bud has a real dog. I just don't believe in Boots. 50-50 fight, though. Boots has skills. 50-50. Boots fans more confident in him than his promoters are. 60-40. Okay, fight not happening, so I won't predict. Okay. But yeah, what do y'all think about Crawford potentially fighting Canelo though? Because we talking about skill for skill. I don't think Canelo's skill for skill is better than Bud at all. But I think this is a fight where the size could come into play.
If Crawford can stay away from that power, he'll beat Canelo easily.
Then in that case, he's not beating him. Then you know what I'm saying?
He'll beat Canelo easily in all boxing because we know Canelo ain't got about 8 rounds in the tank. We know that.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. That's true. But do I think Crawford can avoid a big shot from Canelo for 12 rounds? Absolutely not. Crawford is not a defensive wizard. He has pretty good defense, but he ain't no motherfucking defensive wizard. Everybody gets hit, bro.
But this is what'll save him though. This is what'll save him. What? Canelo got 70-inch reach. Crawford got 74.
Right. I won't count him out because Bud is a special fighter. If he's able to beat Canelo, man, nobody telling me nothing. He's the greatest of all time, bro. I don't care what.
I'm not saying he. Now listen, don't get it twisted.
None of that.
Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying he will beat Canelo. I'm saying he has the ability to beat Canelo. I'm not saying he will. But just because you better than the guy doesn't mean you always win the fight.
He has the ability.
Do y'all think Bud really want to fight Canelo, or he just keeping his name in the conversation?
But Bud just told you. Bud has just told you on 3 separate interviews that I've done everything I need to do in boxing. Now it's about the bag. Okay. Is there a bigger bag anywhere from 147 to 168 than Canelo Alvarez?
No.
Nope.
There's no bigger bag in boxing than Canelo Alvarez.
No, there's a bigger bag in boxing, but you got to move up to heavyweight to get it.
Heavyweights, yeah, that's the only ones. Yeah,
there's a bigger bag than Canelo, but you got to move up to heavyweight.
I think people are underestimating. Canelo hasn't looked this great, but we're underestimating that Terrence Crawford will be jumping up 3 weight classes facing a guy who's fought all the way at light heavyweight, a guy who has experience, and a guy, take it how you want it, it's not easy to beat, bro.
No, he's not.
The reason I said that is because I feel like after the Canelo Jamel saga, the conversation is going to be about Benavidez, who's going to fight Benavidez, and I felt like Bud was being smart and just throwing his name in the mix, so he ain't forgotten about. I think everybody's gonna start talking about Benavidez immediately. Whether Jamel wins or Canelo wins, they're gonna be like, all right, so who fighting Benavidez? That's
but I heard that I heard Canelo gonna fight the twin also.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Hold up. Let me ask y'all this, because this comment right here, much respect to Mitch. Do y'all think Crawford is a defensive wizard?
No.
I don't get what I said wrong there. I really don't. But everybody got their opinion.
He's got great feet and he has great instincts.
Because Mitch says Crawford isn't a defensive wizard with question marks. He got better opponent connect percentage than Alvarez does, and he takes 4 less punches per round. Crawford is a ghost. I mean, yeah, that is factual, but
but that's because Bud has better instincts than most guys. His fighting instinct is just on another level. Bud does things that you can't teach. I'll say that if that makes sense.
Right.
I do feel
Bud
like
does things in the ring that you can't teach.
I just feel like Bud is way more of an offensive killer than a lot of these defensive wizards. A lot of these defensive wizards, they not killers for real. They box. They get cute, but Bud is really trying to put the pain on you. He's really trying to put the pain on you. A lot of times Bud get hit is because he probably just overthinking. He just taking a little break. It's never like he's really getting beat on ever. A lot of these guys, they get punches thrown at them. They don't know what to do. Bud knows what to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Bud does
get hit. Point. Yeah.
He does get hit, but you guys remember what he said about Errol when Errol cracked him?
What's that?
Yeah, he said he caught me real good, like in the 3rd round. I do the overhand right, overhand left. He said,
I remember that. Yeah.
He said, "That's it. Oh, it's gonna be a long night for you."
Yeah, man. I'm when Crawford won, man. I'm trying to put my reaction up here, but man, I went crazy, man. I lost my voice, man. Like I met this man.
Everybody did, yeah.
It hit different, bro. Like I really met this man in person. I remember one time he came to my gym. It was at night. This week preparing for the Amir Khan fight. He was in the ring, training by himself. Nobody was fanned out for him. Nobody was surrounding the ring, and None of that shit. It was me and my other two friends that's on my team. And he was just training by himself. He was chilling. He walked up to us. He was talking with us or whatever, you know. And I was like, who? At this time is when I first started boxing, so I wasn't really into boxing. I was like, who is this dude? Like, it was something about him. I'm like, who is this dude? Like I knew he wasn't like a regular in the gym. I really had no idea who he was. You know what I'm saying? This was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I was like, wow. And then as I started to get into boxing, I'm like, oh, that's who that nigga was. I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I became a fan of him ultimately down the road. I was like, wow, like it's just crazy for him going from that to now you see he's getting his just due. It's just incredible, bro.
Yeah, it's amazing. I've never been so happy to see a fighter get his flowers.
Right.
Hey, Lisa, me and you was on that night of the fight. Me and you was on our Nate Diaz, wasn't we?
Yeah, we was
I ain't
going
surprised,
crazy. Yeah,
motherfuckers.
you had called me. Yeah, and I was on Chan's live,
Yeah,
and Chan said this right. She said when she saw the open workouts, she said she already had Bud anyway. She said Bud got this. She said, "Did you see his open workout?" She was like, she never saw nothing like it before.
Can I ask y'all this? Were y'all disappointed of how much of a lopsided fight it was? Because I was.
I wasn't. Because I
No,
told you.
I wasn't.
Like I knew.
I was happy.
For one,
the dude. Look,
hold on. For one, I want to.
For the people in the audience that you know.
Hold up. For one, let me say this right quick. For one, I want to say this. Just because I'm a Bud fan, I still wanted to see a really good fight. I thought Errol Spence had enough to make it a little bit more competitive than when it was. I never thought he was going to be like a full fucking control in the fight. I thought he was going to win some rounds at least. But I just wanted it to be a more competitive fight because we were talking about this the fight of the century. This is the biggest fight in boxing. You know, this is going to be a hell of a fight. This is going to be fight of the year. It wasn't that. It was the performance of the decade.
Me, I'm a Spence fan, right? And I felt like Bud rose to the occasion. You know, Bud showed up that night. He showed his ass. And I just felt like Spence I don't know if Spence thought he was gonna fight you know, a journeyman or something. I don't know who Spence thought he was fighting. Spence my favorite fighter. I don't know who he thought he was fighting. But the Bud that showed up, he was fighting by himself basically. He was just getting the job done. You know, he was just doing his thing. He put on a motherfucking performance. But Spence, I don't know what he.
Now, E, what have I told you since I met you about this fight?
You go have to tell me, because you say a lot of stuff.
I told you that Errol Spence is a flat-footed, come forward volume puncher. Did I not?
I mean, you had to tell me that. I already knew that.
There is no way. I told you there's no way a one-dimensional guy is gonna beat a guy like Crawford.
Yeah, you did say that. You did say that.
You always said that. Yeah.
I never had.
Wait, hold up now.
Every fight.
I never
fights
said
the same way every fight.
Hold up now. I never claimed that Errol Spence would beat Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? I never claimed that he would. I always had Crawford winning. You know what I'm saying? I gotta put that out there. You know what I'm saying? I know all the stuff you said. I had those same. I made a prediction video about it. You know, Errol Spence very good. You know, but I still thought that Errol Spence he may be one dimensional, but he's really good at what he does. You know what I'm saying? Really good at what he does. Crawford even admitted that he thought it was going to be a more competitive fight. So Crawford, he didn't think what y'all thinking that was going to be obliteration completely. He thought, okay, this guy, Crawford trained real hard for this fight. He said, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't playing. I mean, he trained well for every fight, of course, but he said he trained harder than his entire career for this fight. You know what I'm saying? So he thought it was going to be more competitive. So I'm of the belief that Crawford thought that, I kind of thought it was going to be more competitive too. Still had him stopping Spence, but I wanted it to be a goddamn damn near like a war, bro. That's what I wanted it to be. You know what I'm saying?
But it couldn't be like that because the things that Bud does well, the things that Bud does really well in the ring are killers for flat-footed, come forward guys. Bud catches you in between shots, which I told you he was going to do, and Bud walks you into shots that you don't see coming, which he did. That's what he does.
You said told me he was. I knew he was. I said that before you. I'll do that. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
I'm not saying you didn't. I'm saying from the time I met you, that is what I told you. Am I right or wrong? I don't know when you said it. I know what I said to you is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I've been on that though, but you know, it's just the rematch, the whole rematch. A lot of people want to say it. A lot of people want to see it or whatever. It's going to play out. It's going to have the same result, but a lot of people said, "Oh, Spence was traded, all that bullshit and this and that stuff they want saying before the fight." So when Crawford demolished him again, what are they going to say? What are they going to say then? Oh, Spence should have took a tune up for this one, right? You should have took a tune up for this fight too, right?
They're gonna say they're not gonna have an excuse because we've been telling them then and we tell them now, 7 pounds isn't gonna help Errol.
You
There's
think he's
always
push
going to
it?
be an excuse in these communities because that's how the narrative keep going, and that's how
Yeah.
that's how they keep making content. We already know this.
I don't know, man, but I do know. You know, I'm a guy who likes to bring up the next big thing. I like to what's new in boxing, what's hot in boxing. What do y'all think is the
Yeah.
next big super fight?
September 30th.
No, I'm not talking about that. That's not really a super fight to me. That's a good fight, but I'm talking about a fight that everybody want to see, like how the Crawford fight was with Spence.
Oh, the fight if the Saudis get that deal done, they make that fight for early next year. That Wilder AJ. That's the next super fight. Everybody wants to see that. We've been wanting to see that for 5+ years.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
one.
that's
For
one
me,
year.
I got Shakur versus Tank. I think that's the super fight, the next big super fight.
That fight ain't gonna happen for a minute. Tank ain't trying to fight nobody like that.
I know,
Shakur's
but I'm
last
just putting.
name is not
Hold
Cruz
up, hold up,
or
hold up, hold
Ramirez
up, hold up,
or Sanchez.
hold up. I'm just putting that out. I'm just putting that out there, speaking into existence. Because Tank versus Shakur is gonna. Even though we know Tank, you already know. I know about Tank. You already know. I know his whole look on what he's trying to do. But that would be the biggest fight in boxing. I'll pay a whole lot of money to see that fight. That is a whole lot of skills in that fight. I'll say that. Whole lot
All
of
of us
skills.
will. All of us will pay for that fight.
Oh yeah, I would buy that. Yeah.
Somebody
If it
says
if
Frank
it
versus.
was like if it Tank,
Go ahead, Queen. Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say if Tank fight Devin or Tio or Shakur, yeah, I would get that.
Yeah, but he fighting Pitbull next, so I ain't paying for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stream that motherfucker. But Frank versus Shakur, yeah, that's that. I heard that's gonna happen. AJ Wilder, Tank versus Shakur. Somebody said. I mean, absolutely did not. I absolutely did want to see Wilder AJ 5 years ago. I'm not that interested now. Tank not gonna do right. Super fight. We love your series and everything you made is the truth. Thank you, appreciate it. You wasn't never disrespectful to anyone. Appreciate it. I don't want to watch Tank versus Pitbull 2. I buy it. Spoil it. Somebody got echo. I think that's you, Queen. I think that's you. All right. Let me see what else. Tank 30 fight. Wait. Tank 30 fight in France. Errol got in a car crash. He was drugged. His baby mama poisoned him. He ate too many strawberries. Yeah, funny, man. Better be versus Bivol. Oh yeah, that's a big fight for boxing fans, purely, strictly. Y'all not gonna get my hopes up on Tank. Yeah, man. Tank versus Shakur is the fight, but Pitbull versus Tank, I won't even stream it. Damn. Oh yeah, you did say that, Steven. You did say it on the panel yesterday. They was drug tested the whole fight. Plus, if it was anything suspect, they would have been announced it and told. Let Boots fight Errol. Oh man, man. I try to do
X
Errol
and
first.
Sheldon, I don't understand how y'all don't hold Bob accountable when he be turning down all these fights publicly, talking about these fighters want too much money, he ain't paying for this fight, and he just literally just demotes the fight. How y'all don't hold Bob accountable?
What do you like? What you want me to say? Oh, Bob, you not? I don't get what you want me to say, brother.
Like, what do? All right, Tank said he want to fight Shakur, Dev. Bob is like, it's not happening right now, basically. And then Shakur stops talking about Tank.
So Bob literally said that. I didn't even know that. So you put me on. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Bob
said what?
Bob was talking about the money in that fight and that the fighters want too much money. This was months ago he said this. And then the fighters stopped talking about each other.
I mean, I didn't even know that, but you just put me on game. I haven't heard Shakur say, well, I can't say that. He did say Tank. He did say like that fight would be huge. He didn't really say it's gonna happen. He said it's gonna happen not too long down the road. That's what he said. He did say that.
Before that, though, like a couple months ago, he talked about, but then these fighters gonna want too much money and all that stuff. And he just, and then now Shakur is saying the fight is gonna happen.
I will say this though, and Shakur, I don't know how true this is, but that I heard that his contract is almost up with Top Rank, so maybe he may jump ship. Who knows? Maybe. Pablo, salute. JB says Top Rank gonna pay top dollar, but they gonna keep you active. Bob says that about every fight.
Yeah. Bob. Shelton knows this. Bob ain't gonna pay you nothing more than your market value. He ain't gonna pay you no more than that. A lot of people will have to leave Bob to really get the bag.
Yeah, that's true. Because Bob knows, just like PBC knows, the fight has to build up more early 2025. You see, Steve, I don't really agree with that. Tank is 28 years old. I mean, I don't know. That's 2 years from now. He'll be what, 31. Shakur, I think he like 26 or 27, something like that. I don't know, but I don't think it needs to be marinated. I think right now Tank needs to strike while the iron's hot, bro. You fighting this dude again, bro. Like, this dude is trash, man. Usyk Cruz is trash, bro. Been saying that when Tank beat him with one hand. Been saying that after that, bro. Like, the man is not good, bro. You know what I'm saying? He waited for another Tank payday, and he about to get it. And Tank and his team feeding into that, bro. They want to talk all this shit about, oh, this guy, that guy, Terrence Crawford, no chin, this and that, blase squads, running around here, acting like they done did something like extraordinary in boxing. He's accomplished a lot. I'm not going to disrespect because I know how hard this boxing shit is. But let's not act like you've done anything that the top 10 guys in the pound for pound list has done, bro. You haven't. You haven't even unified a belt, bro. You never been in a fight where there was remotely even single thought that you were gonna lose, bro.
Let me ask you this: who you want to take the fight, though?
Realistically, that can happen.
Yeah,
man, that's a good question. I mean, it's all up to him, right? You know what I'm saying? It's all up to him because he say he ain't with Floyd Mayweather promotion no more. That's cap. Seeing Leonard, whatever his name is, Leonard Ellerby, with him in the press conference all his press conferences for his last fight. You know what I'm saying? We only see him with Floyd around. So if we seeing him with Tank around, we know Tank is still with Leonard Ellerby and Floyd. Anyways, it's up to him. Realistically, if I think it happen, is the Haney fight. I think that fight can happen. I think that fight can happen. But Haney at 140 now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
let me ask. Could I ask Philly Zoe something?
Yeah.
So let me ask you something, right? And I know this is a different era, right? If Marvin Hagler was still around and he was in this division, right? And if there was an undisputed champ, don't you think Marvin would have been calling his name out? Or even if it was, I'm saying, like, if Marvin Hagler or Sugar Ray Leonard or Tommy Hearns or whatever, don't you think they would have been calling out the guy Devin?
I mean, I think Tank did. I'm not saying Tank ducking Devin. I'm not saying Devin is ducking Tank. But I remember
your volume a little low, Philly.
All right, hold on. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So my thing is like, damn, I got a crazy echo.
Nah, that's not you. That was Lisa. She put herself on mute.
Hold on real quick.
Nah, that wasn't you.
Oh, y'all can, but you can hear me clear.
Your audio good? You good?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Yeah, you good. You good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, so yeah, my thing is like, all right, I'm not gonna compare these guys to Marvin Hagler. I get the main point. Um, Not to mention, Sugar Ray Leonard had to come up multiple weight classes to do what he did to fight Hagler. All right, but cool. These guys been busy for a long time. Before Devin was in his Regis contract, he was in a 3-fight. Who he was fighting for a year and a half, probably a little longer than that. Now I don't know. I don't know what happened between him and Tank, but I do know Dab looked like he couldn't make 135 no more. So that's fair. I don't look at it no type of way. It is what it is. I don't think it was any point in time, even though Bill Haney made up a lot of scenarios, I don't think it was any point in time where it was realistically in between the Cambosis fights that a Tank fight or Shakur fight was possible. I don't think any point in time that was the case. And everything happened with Loma, and then he moved on from the division. So it is what it is. You can call out as many call outs as you want, but if a guy's in a 3-fight contract with a promotion company and we already know exactly who he's going to fight, rematch clause, and one guy coming off a war, and that fight is definitely going to be made, confirmed by the promoter and everything. I mean, I don't look at it like Tank was doing anything wrong in that time. I don't look at it like Devin was doing anything wrong in that time. I feel like we all knew what was going to happen and who was the next best available opponent. I think Ryan was the biggest fight. I don't think our type of boxing fans felt like Ryan was ever going to be competitive, but we knew that was a big fight. I can't blame him for getting the money.
I see what you're saying.
It was a point in time where we thought a Michelle Rivera and Tank fight was a competitive, good fight. There's a lot of us
not me.
that said, well, a lot of people were approving that fight. I remember being on panels and I asked, okay, would it be okay if he fought Michelle? Would it be okay if he fought this guy, that guy? And Michelle Rivera was looking like the best guy. Frank Martin fought him. That was an easy fight for Frank Martin. So we just don't know. I just feel like, people put a lot of. I feel like a lot of the buildup is because Tank ain't fight Loma back in the day, and that just stained them from then on. But it is what it is. I think lately I've been okay with his fights of lately, from my point of view.
Because of the fact that you think it's really out of Tank's hands is what you're saying ultimately. Why you okay with his competition level?
No, it's because I think Hector Luis Garcia is a great fighter.
Oh God.
I think that's a really good fighter. I think that was Tank's best performance of his career from a boxing standpoint.
I'm sure you. Oh yeah. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, so I felt like Hector Luis Garcia is a really tough guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that fight would age well when we get to see how Hector Luis Garcia does in his division. Don't forget, he was a replacement. It's not like he wasn't like a replacement fighter. That's not who he wanted to fight. He was supposed to fight Ryan on that date. He had the date. He is who he is.
Hold on, let me say this right quick, Philly. Squizille, it's not a calling show. I dropped the link. If you want to pull up on the panel, you could talk. I'll drop the link for you. Go ahead, Philly. Go ahead, Philly.
Yeah, but yeah. So I don't think Pitbull Cruz is no super, like you said, world beater, but at the same time, high volume pressure fighter.
Oh God! Did you just say high volume? High volume where, Philly? Though.
Well, he was high volume versus Tank.
He was not high volume versus
Tank. Lost some rounds versus Pitbull.
All right, let me just say this right quick, because I know you from Philly, so that's close by Baltimore to some degree, Maryland. So you probably do got a little bias towards Tank. I'm smelling it on you. You know what I'm saying? Javante Tank Davis.
I just don't hate Tank.
I don't hate him neither, but I'm not gonna cap for him like I feel like you doing. Let me get it off. You can defend yourself.
I'm a guy. If you want to know.
Hold on. I'm gonna get it off. You can defend yourself. Let me just say this: Javante Tank Davis. I'm not saying the fighters he fought are bums. That's absolutely ludicrous. What I will say is, those are fights where, for one, nobody wanted to see them. For two, not really competitive fights. For three, a lot of those guys are moving up to face him A lot of those guys either have to have a rehydration clause against them. A lot of other things that are in play to really ensure that Tank is victorious. Which you already know he's gonna be fucking victorious in those fights, right? Javante, to me, the whole regular belt situation, the belts don't matter, all that other weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they mattered when he won his first world title. Now they don't matter, right? Now they don't matter. I think for me, Tank is preaching and his team is preaching this legacy shit. Or they trying to be like Floyd, or they trying to follow the blueprint Floyd did. Well, the blueprint that Floyd did is it often gets confused of how he started out to how he finished. Because Tank is he's starting how Floyd finished. That's what he's doing, right? And Floyd ain't making it no better. And I'm gonna get to him as well, because it's a lot I gotta say about Floyd. But that's either here nor there. I'm gonna bring that up later. Tank needs to worry about his legacy, man. He's not gonna do that because they're casual fans who are preaching to the choir that Tank is unbeatable. He's the Mike Tyson for them right now. He's the it for them right now. Despite who he fighting, bro. They thought Ryan Garcia, a lot of these guys, a lot of these casuals, a lot of Tank's fans now are the same fans that thought Ryan was gonna beat him. So he got a lot of those fans. He brought a lot of those fans over, those casual Ryan Garcia fans. Tank hasn't been in a fight where it had any significance of us saying Tank is that guy. Tank is a pound for pound fighter, top 5 pound for pound fighter. Tank is undeniably one of the best fighters in the world in terms of what he's accomplished, what he's done, who he's beat. There's none of that. So you talk about who he's fought, though, Hector Garcia. Hector Garcia, right, was a 130-pound champion who moved up in his first fight against Tank and got beat and went back down. How is that exactly a good win for Tank? Good fighter, yeah. Not completely not on Tank's level, but a 130-pound fighter.
I think that was Tank's best performance. I ain't say that was like no crazy win for Tank. I just think that was his best performance from his boxing ability. He showed me his levels of his skills, his shoulder roll, things like that.
I don't.
And that was a replacement fight. And that was, like I said, the best man available. There was only one champion at the time, and that champion was busy. We know that. So my thing is, like, I feel like a lot of people be sounding like they damn near just want Tank to hold out until guys is ready. For real, for real. So look, what weight class should Tank fight Devin at? Because I know that's what people want. People want Tank versus Devin. Should it be a 137 catch weight? Should Devin come back down to 135? Or should Tank go up to 140?
Tank gonna do what he wanna do in that situation. So uh, I don't think he's gonna go to 140. I really don't, because he, for some reason, now he cares about the size of his opponents and if they gotta have a rehydration clause and all this shit. So I really don't think that he will go up to 140. He'll try to bring Devin to 35, like I said, to ensure his victory. It's always something with him. No, I will hope he's not gonna do that, because he say he want to fight the best and all this. So we'll see, but it's a lot. It's a lot of fishiness going on with Tank, bro.
Okay. Yeah, like for me, it ain't no bias. Like it is what it is. I fuck with Tank. I fuck with a lot of these fighters. I just like to be realistic. You get what I'm saying? I like to just be what's the best available. What should Tank really do next? Like right now, the WBC just ordered the fight that they ordered. What should Tank do right now?
You
Let's
said
say
what?
what should Tank do right now? Let's say he don't fight Pitbull. Who should he fight?
He need to do what he been doing.
I think like the what is it? The Frank Mon fight would have been good, but Sutton got, I don't know, like that fight could have been very possible to happen, but now the what is it? The WBC is ordering him to fight Shakur, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Cause
heard
he got
Eastside Foods got like something to do with that, but he fight Tank, so that's how the Shakur and Frank Ball happened, or whatever the case may be. So I don't know, but I know Frank Ball was definitely a likely fight, being as though they're on the same side of the street. That's what they like to say. That was a fight that could have happened, but Tank was dismissive of him. Oh, he ain't ready. I'll knock him out. I'll beat him bad and all this other shit.
But they even said they wanted Shakur though.
Oh,
Spence said they want Shakur.
Oh, Frank Martin. Yeah. That's all fine and dandy. But we do know that nobody's turned down a Tank fight. You know, and Frank Martin has said he will fight Tank. He said he's ready. He called out Tank. He called out Shakur, all of them. So it's not just no. He's Shakur. You know, if that fight was possible, that fight would. I mean, if that fight was on the table for Frank Martin, he's taking that. That's a bigger fight to Shakur Stevenson for him.
Okay. All right. Now it's not
Bigger
on the.
money.
It's not on the table. So what you want? What's your tank do?
You said what?
It's not on the table. What's your tank do? I'm just trying to make it make sense. Like I feel like a lot of time y'all give Tank a lot of hell, and it just be like, well, what he supposed to do?
Bruh, he's like, well, I don't get. I really don't get what you're getting at here, bro. Like I'm not ultimately. I'm saying like he's fighting this man again. It's not like he's fighting this man because he ain't got nothing to do. This is something that's been talked about since he beat Rolly, bro. So this was in the plan, bro. It's not like he was just he don't got nothing to do. So no, this has been in the plan, bro. Where you been at? After this man knocked out Rolly, the night of the fight, his coach Calvin Ford at the Marriott Hotel in downtown Brooklyn, talking about, we want the Eastside Cruz fight next. This document on ES News, bro. So it's not like he taking this as a stay busy fight, bro. He was gonna do this regardless.
No. I've been hearing what Calvin Ford saying. I'm just saying, what do you want as a fan from him? Like all right,
Who,
let's
me?
say,
I could tell you what I want from him. I don't care what he do until he fight one of them. I don't buy his pay-per-views because I'm not interested. Until he fights somebody with a pulse, then I'll support it.
What a poll. Say that again. Let me read some of these comments. I got y'all. Tank should fight Shakur. How about that? Yeah, we talked about that briefly. This my guy. This my guy right here. Tank win no matter the weight class. Tank better than Devin. Style gonna win that fight. Okay. Tank fight selected fights. Tank needs to fight Shakur after the Frank Martin fight, like top of 2024. They're gonna hire Tank from Haney and Shakur. I don't know about no Haney, bro. And I don't know about no Haney, bro. I understand Shakur tied up, but damn, the competition got to step up for Tank. Let him fight Eastside Cruz. Shakur fight Frank Martin, then they fight 2024. It's that it's that simple. Yeah, in a perfect world, that is simple. That is simple. But like I said, Floyd. Floyd is a big problem in boxing, y'all. I don't know if y'all understand this or this man. I don't know. We all know the situation with him and Tank. You know, Tank says he's not with him no more. We know Tank was trying to make the excuse that it's because the fight's not up to me. You know, Floyd made my fights, whatever he said exactly. Now come the point where Floyd is trying to stop fights from happening. I don't want Devin to fight Tank. I don't want Devin to fight Shakur. I don't want Terrence Crawford to fight Errol Spence, bro. What's wrong with this nigga, bro? What the fuck is wrong with this nigga, bro?
He don't want nobody to surpass him. That's all it is.
It's sad. It's sad. But I just don't get that. And we know he has major power. He could try. I don't want to say try to make these things not happen, but he has his power, bro. We know Floyd has power in boxing, even though he retired, bro. His word mean a lot. He says Al Heyman is whatever is not the only one who owns Showtime or PBC, whatever. He said if you with Al Heyman, you with me. You his fighter, basically. So this man was probably trying to prevent Spencer Crawford from happening as well. The way he talked, I didn't want them to fight each other. What not for, bro? What the hell wrong with you, bro? Do y'all think it's maybe because he a fan of both or he messed them both? I really don't think that.
Well, you got a person that is undisputed twice in the four belt era. Floyd hasn't done that. So, I'm not saying, Floyd has done wonderful. But when you talk about legacy, that's like he made history with that as being the second You know what I'm saying? That's something that's in the history books as far as Guinness Book of World Records. That's a record.
Hey X, you
Yeah.
remember we was talking about Zerto? You said I told you that Zerto go 50-0. He's done. He's on the level of Floyd. Remember I told you that you tripped out
Yeah.
by this guy being the 3 division champion and undisputed in 2 different weight classes. Nobody, not even Floyd, has done that.
Yeah.
Floyd don't want nobody to outshine Floyd.
Yeah, that's true. Let me read this card right quick. I felt that was backroom deal to come back around. Pretty simple. We are not privy to those conversations. That's a fact. Tank want no part of Haney or Shakur. I don't agree with the Haney, bro. Think he licking his chops at Devin Haney. As a fighter, I know that's not interesting anymore. After the first fight, I feel Tank dragged those rounds out, even with his hand being hurt. He could have been stopped him earlier. He gonna knock him out in the next fight, bro. Man, bro. I just don't know. And then people say Leo Santa Cruz's best win. Like, who the fuck thought Leo Santa Cruz was gonna beat this man, bro? Or had even iota of a fucking chance, bro? Come on, bro. Shit is lame, bro. Like he dragged
Well, he's
Leo.
actually right. Accolade-wise, Leo Santa Cruz is his best win. He got more
Yeah,
accolades than anybody he ever fought.
on paper, yeah.
Yeah.
But at 126, from 122 to 126 and all that shit.
118. He started at 118.
Oh, you started at 118?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was small. See, the fans wanted is that me or is that you? Is that
I
me
think
with
that's
that
Shell.
noise?
I think that's Shell.
No, that's
Okay.
me. I'm outside.
I think the fans wanted to see Tank. Okay, like Philly Zoe had said earlier. Yeah, we wanted to see the Loma. Okay, that didn't happen. Or the Burchelts when he was at 130. Or the whoever, the best people that was there at that time. There's a lot of meat that's been left on the bone. That's all we're saying. We know he's a talented fighter. And I believe he could beat a lot of these guys. With Shakur, I don't know. Shakur is just different.
Right.
But
right.
what I'm saying is that these are people that he could have legitimately fought. But he didn't because they move him different. So all of them guys like Shakur and all of them, they have better CVs already.
Can I hear me? Can I hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me say this. Someone just brought my attention that somebody using my and look, I don't really I could care less. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm using people content to make what I'm making. You know what I'm saying? But to take credit for the work that I'm doing, bro, that shit lame, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the truth comes out eventually, bro. It is what it is, but I'm not pressed about that shit, bro. It just brought to my attention that somebody is on Twitter using my shit and acting like they made it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, just I don't even know what to say, bro. You know what I'm saying? People it's just weird, bro. You can learn this shit. You can do this shit on your own, bro. You're so lazy that you gotta act like you did the work that I fucking did. It's just sad, bro. But whoever you are, may Allah bless you, bro. For real. But I think we gonna close out right here because the loss out of Boston, I think is going live. I will
Oh, nephew going live? Oh, okay. I'll
I
come
think
over.
he may be going live at 9:30, I think. So
Okay.
we gonna close out right here. Thank you all for coming. Let's get y'all closing words.
Yeah, thanks for having me, nephew. Always a pleasure. And Philly Zoe, that's all like just to chop it up with you, like that's all. We just wanna I know the man is talented and he has been blessed with talent and he's been fighting since a little boy, so we just want see as a fan, you know what I'm saying? When I saw Crawford do what he did, everybody was so happy. I want to see these fighters get their legacy. You know, I want to see them break records. I do, and that's all. That's all.
All right, Queen. Thank you for coming through. What about you, Philly, though?
I appreciate that. Yeah, like I just my thing is like be realistic about who the fighters could face or best available opponents. I am a fan of Tank, but I am a way bigger fan of Shakur. I've been following Shakur whole career. I don't really think nobody could beat Shakur. I'm over the Errol Spence loss pain, but that's still my number one favorite fighter. I'm still Team Spence. And I like the work that you're doing, bro. Your videos are hilarious, bro.
Appreciate it,
And
man.
all them guys that's making excuses for Spence, they not real Spence fans. I think they just bored in the house making content, going crazy. I don't really understand it. I'm a fan of boxing
Right.
first, and Bud put belt to ass, and he should be getting all the credit in the world for that. I don't understand this snack. I don't understand none of this bullshit. But keep going crazy, bro. I love your videos. I'm gonna keep liking it. Shout out to Uncle Shout. Shout out
Yeah,
to
I got a
Uncle.
new channel, man. Sub to it. Boxaholic is called.
I sub to it, bro. I sub to it the
Uh, uh.
second you put the thing up.
All right. All right. Appreciate it.
I got you, bro.
All right, man. What about you, Unc? I know you got a lot to say. Uncle Shell, crazy ass, man.
No, I ain't got a lot to say, man. I mean, my whole thing is, I'm from a different era than y'all, so I don't want to see these dudes just cruise through their careers. I want to see them tested. I want to see what they're about. I want to be entertained. I'm not entertained by Tank and Eastside Cruz. I'm not entertained by Tank and Hector Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not entertained by that. I want to see these guys tested. I want to see the best guy fight the best guy so you can find out who the best guy really is. I don't want you to tell me you're the best. I want you to show me.
Right.
That's it, man. That's it.
All right, no. I'm going to see. All right, man. Let me close out. Let me read some of these comments before I go. I moved up Leo. Yeah, Tank, man. Floyd is a 304. Then you ain't have the complexion for the connection. I did hear a content creator give you credit, though. Who was that? Pierrot. My God. Hold on. Let me get copyrights to your shit, little bro. Yeah, I'm working on that, man, because that's crazy. But, man, respect, fam. L. Harvey, my God, man. Gene Warren, Kansas City in the building. Shout out to Kansas City, man. Love for Philly. Yeah, man. Salute to Philly, man. Salute to Philly. Philly's open Philly. You know what I'm saying? He got the Philly in his name. Nobody beat Shakur. Can't agree with that. I can agree with that. I can see that. I can. Yeah, Shakur is very a special fighter, man. Twitter is lame as fuck. LOL. Great live stream as always, nephew. Thanks, Queen. Thank you for coming as well. I've been knowing Lisa for a little minute as well. Errol ain't on his level. Chat. She got 200K. She got 200K. Wait. What you mean, Squizzle? Wait. Before I go, what you mean? Yeah, let me know what you mean by that. Who got 200K what? It just slipped my mind. I had to sit back and think about it. You said she got 2,000 left views. 200K left views. My bad. I thought you were talking about the person who stole my shit, got 200K on Twitter. Man, I was about to go find who the fuck they was, man. But yeah, Jessica, once again, thank you, Queen. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for supporting. Make sure I please go sub to my new channel. I'm gonna be dropping new content over there soon. I can't wait, bro. Like, I think I got something I'm gonna be working on tonight for my main channel. So y'all stay tuned for that, cause it been more motherfuckers saying dumb shit. So but thank you all for coming, man. I will be on the Lost Art of Boxing. If y'all don't know, now y'all know. Go sub to the Lost Art of Boxing. One of the only channels I really be on the panel with. I don't have a lot of respect for a lot of these content creators. Only a select few. But the Lost Art of Boxing is definitely family to me. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all go sub over there. I think he will be Go Live. I'm not sure 100%, but Q to God is his name, and that's his channel. Go subscribe. Catch me over there next, and I'm out.
James still manages to track it down. James on the drive.
Look at the air. Look at the hang time. Look at the flying motion.
Phoenix has to foul. And a pinnacle foul throws it down. And a foul.
Benavidez control his emotions in what's been a very emotional week.
It's knuckles. Oh! Charlo just dropped Lubin. Jermell Charlo has just vanquished Erickson Lubin.
And I killed him for the bread.
I'm pound for pound the baddest man throwing down.